Bridget Michelle here again. I am posting my first flight attendant video. So grab a pen and paper. I'm going to give you some very useful information and talk to you some things that I wish I had known before I got into the industry. So maybe I'll tell you some things you never heard before. First of all, this industry is for everyone. If you think about it, we have to match the flying public, and people that fly are black, white, Latino, Asian. They're gay, they're straight, they're big, big framed or small framed. They're short, they're tall. So don't let anything hold you back or keep you from being a flight attendant. Now, first of all, this is a great industry to get into if you also have other hopes and dreams. Now, for me, I am very serious about being an actress. It's a dream of mine that I've had for a long time. And I also want to host, and I've been modeling, and just I need time for other things. I also write. So it's a great industry for that. Also, think about why you want to do this. Please don't go to an interview and say you want to fly and meet people, because everybody and their mama says that. So let's think of something more original than that. I can tell you, as someone who's been a flight attendant for several years now, I enjoy serving people. I enjoy making them feel more comfortable. Sometimes I've seen people on flights who, like, it was their first time flying, or maybe they were headed to a funeral, or maybe they just came from a really hectic business meeting or something, and just your smile and taking an interest in them has really brightened their day. So I really enjoy touching people's lives in that way. Also, I love to travel because when I'm sitting somewhere on a beach somewhere, I've been to Rome, I've been to Ireland, I've worked flights to many other countries, and I really enjoy it. This career is very rewarding. So that's first things first. So grab a pen and paper. Did I say that already? I probably did. uh, I would say the number one trait you need in being a flight attendant, and just kind of think about this when you're filling out your application, it's great to be a team player and to get along with other people, but the number one thing you need is to be a leader, because there are going to be situations that come up on the plane where you're like, what? You want to do? I mean, and you can't, there's nobody to call, there's no supervisor to call. The pilots are busy flying the plane, so you need to be able to handle various situations. You'll have everything from someone who appears to be intoxicated to someone's bag not fitting, or oh, they left their medication in their bag that they checked back in the last city, or like, oh my god, what, your dog needs a catheter, what? Like, just some of the situations that come up, you're just like, what? So just be ready for whatever, and be strong enough and know that you can handle it. You can handle this on your own, or with the support of your other flight attendants and your team members. So the first things first, let's start with some websites, some really good websites. One to try is airlinecareer.com. That's a very good one. Put in your email address and they'll send you weekly updates of who's hiring. It's really cool. They'll give you a list from A to Z. Another good one that gives you an A to Z list is flightattendantcareers.com. That one is with an S. Click on their hiring page and they'll also give you A to Z list. It's really good. Another good one, and this is not a web address, this is just, you're going to type this in the search engine, Indeed Flight Attendant Forums with an S again. What you do is when you type that in, if you have a particular airline at which you're looking, you'll put that airline. So say, for instance, you'll say Indeed Flight Attendant Forums /Delta or /Southwest or Spirit, or just whomever you're viewing or thinking about. So put that in there. That website has a lot of good inside information that you will not see on the web address. So that's a really good one. And you just want to, before you fill out the application for any airline, the first thing you should do is have your um, have your job history or just whatever you've been doing for the past 10 years. Have that ready and available. All the addresses, the phone numbers, all the information you need. Um, it's you need this for the TSA, for the Transportation Security Administration. They want to know what you've been doing for the past 10 years. So just be ready. And that includes whether you've been a house mom or not working. Maybe you're looking for a job. That's not bad. They have to hire but so many unemployed people. Or whether you were in school, whatever you were doing, just list that and make sure you put it in order. Okay. Also, another good thing to look at is you want to find a job with an airline that has bases where you live. That's a big deal. Right now I'm commuting to work, which means I fly to work. And that's a whole job in itself. Like, we'll get into the intricacies of that later and how to do it. It's doable. It's very doable. But it just makes it a lot easier when all you have to do is drive to work, as opposed to getting flight schedules and flying to work and making sure you're there on time for your next trip or your on call time or whenever you're on reserve. Okay. So that's the first thing. That's a good, especially if it's your first flight attendant job. You want to see where are the airlines bases. See if they have a base in the city where you live. Now, let's see. We talked about websites and where to get. Oh, okay. So once you have filled out this, as you're filling out the application, I want you to keep something in mind. Most likely it's a computer picking the first few people. Maybe. It depends on the airline and their hiring procedures. Some airlines have what they call an open house. It's kind of a cattle call where a lot of people come out and apply for the job in person. And of course, you're going to be very professional. You're going to wear professional clothing, no flip flops. You're going to wear very simple jewelry. Flight attendants, if you notice, we don't wear a lot of big, gawky necklaces and things like that. Just wear very simple jewelry. But as you're filling out your online application, I want you to use words that are supervisory in nature. For instance, I delegated work, or I supervised this or that, or I oversaw this project. Also, use words that are customer service related and use words that talk about safety, because those three things are probably the most important things in our industry. Now, when you go to the face to face interview, oh, you don't have any tattoos. No, you don't have any tattoos. Cover it up, baby, with makeup. You know, do what you gotta do. Do not show any tattoos or piercings. And I know you knew that, right? Okay. So, and when you go to the interview in person, you're going to be nice to everyone. You're going to realize that any and everyone is important, including the secretary checking you in. You'd be surprised what I've seen at some open houses and some face-to-face interviews at how catty people are to each other, and that's just not necessary. The only person you're competing with is yourself, no one else. You just have to do your best job. So it's not necessary to be rude to other people, because when you think about the airline industry, we have to work together, all of us, the flight attendants, the pilots, the ground agents, the gate agents who get people ready, the catering people, the cleaners, everyone. We all need each other equally. So keep that in mind, and just remember the golden rule to treat people how you want to be treated yourself. Okay, I have to keep this short, you guys. I'm going to come back with some more really great information, but that's enough to start with. Have a great day, and thank you for visiting.